Archie comics being dark, that's something that they've been doing for a while, which I've appreciated. But typically it's like over the top and crazy and shit, and typically really fucking violent.
Yeah, like what if you want to make Archie comics grimdark? Why don't you make like Friday the 13th in Riverdale or some shit? You know what I mean? Because you already have a cast of teenage characters. They're already kind of annoying asshats to begin with. To me, that spells slasher. Like that should be until
everything Dawson's Creek should have been.
Dude, if they took like Archie comics and then the Hack Slash comics, and then just like decided to just make them do this a lot, and then they pumped out a baby, well, that'd be fucking great. By the way, this is sex, so you're learning on the HBP podcast. What do mommy and daddy do?
They bump fists.
Not in the new Archie comics, buddy. That looks a little something like this.
No. It doesn't even look like that. It looks like this. It's like sumo wrestling.
And just like on the HBP podcast, it's all leathery.
Yeah, that's two pan-gendered amoebas that identify as a fucking caribou.
So that's what it looks like whenever they reblog one another on Tumblr. That's weird. Never thought I'd see something like that recreated. Wonderful. Delightful.
Good grief. But, you fuck Sony. Did I mention that?
Yes.
Huh? Okay. Okay.
By the way, I do want to point out one thing I do like a lot is that they got to wave that big old fucking Ghostbusters banner real high when they're talking about the reasons why things are taking a big fucking header.
Yes.
They're like, Ghostbusters!
That movie cost them so much fucking money, and they would not own up to how big a fucking bomb it was. They would not. It was like if your dog took a righteous diarrhea dump right on the floor, and it was like, what smell? What are you talking about? It smells like potpourri to me.
It's saying that after you slip, fall in it, and you're laying in it. What smell? What do you mean? You get up and do one of these. What smell? What chunks? Leave me alone.
Well, I mean, you think about it. Would you really be in a big hurry to admit you had anything to do with this? Not only did they fuck themselves, but they have single-handedly, with that stroke, absolutely sapped the drawing power of Sigourney Weaver, Bill Murray. Well, maybe not Bill Murray. Bill Murray can do whatever he wants. But Sigourney Weaver, Dan Aykroyd, and Ernie Hudson are fucked. They have.
Oh man!
You say, hey, I was in Ghostbusters. You mean that shit? I'm sorry.
Okay, I know. I can understand foregoing the exercise in futility that is watching Ghostbusters, but I encourage everyone at home watching. Watch one of the interviews with the cast where Bill Murray was a member. I have never seen someone so readily exude like 40-carat sarcasm. Just mind-blowing how sarcastic and dismissive of this piece of shit he was. He so clearly thought this movie was fucking awful. And it's coming off him in fucking waves. Every single interview, he's like, his eyes are rolling like into his fucking forebrain. It's mind-blowing. But yeah,
you know, that's something that I might have to have like a playlist.
Oh, dude.
Bill Murray being sarcastic during Ghostbusters interviews, and I can just sit there with popcorn and be like, wonderful.
The passive-aggressive Bill Murray shit in those interviews is glorious.
I mean, again, we've got people in entertainment who think that if you take the ones who are just whining and you pander to them, that it makes everybody happy. Well, it didn't. It's a child throwing a tantrum. You gave them their way, and you got to see the end result. When the fuck any of them are going to learn?
Correction, you didn't see the end result. Most people didn't watch this fucking piece of shit.